Hey y'all, John Gann here. Today we got us a new fence charger. It's a Cyclops. We're gonna go through the unboxing of it, and I'll tell you a little bit about what I found by talking to the company and stuff. And we're hoping we're gonna use this charger for the time being here at the house to get our fences back up and running. This one will be going out to the big farm for the cattle eventually. But at the time when we got the charger, it was better off to go ahead and get the big one now and use it. That way we have it ready. Because I think we're going to see about getting our old charger fixed, the Gallagher, to put back here at the house and see how that works and what it's going to cost. But we wound up going with, what is this? I think it's the Boss. It's like a 30 joule. So it's a little bit bigger than what we need for out there, but it will give us all that we need when we should need it out there. And I asked them when I bought it specifically if we could hook it up here at the house, since we're only running about 60 acres here. And they said that it won't hurt it for the charger to be bigger. It puts out the same amount of power no matter what. It's just the load on it will be, if it had more load, it'll be able to power through it. He said it'll work just fine on this fence as it would the other fence. It'll still only put out a certain amount of power at all times regardless. So we're hoping that's going to go. And I was talking to him about remotes, because I was looking at maybe getting a remote system. They said they are not going to put a remote system in their chargers. They thought about doing it, but it's going to cost an extra few $100s to do that. And they didn't think it was worth the value when there were other systems out there you can use to turn your chargers on and off. He told me of two different systems they use specifically. Said one system, if you have Wi-Fi availability, you can get for $25 a plug-in that you plug the charger into, then plug it in the outlet, and you can text it, and that will turn your fence on and off for you. And he said if you don't have Wi-Fi capability where you're at, you can get another kind that's kind of like, works like them game cams that work off of a SIM card. It's a little bit more expensive, but you can also do it that way, where you plug it in, put the SIM card in, and I think you set it up to like 100 or so text a month is free, and then you have to buy more for that. But most times you don't have to turn your fence on and off that often. But you're out and about, you can just send a text to the thing to shut it on and off when you need it, kind of like having a remote. But for the value, the joules per dollar wise, there's no other comparison of what this, get one similar to this in a stay fix for the Gallagher with the remote and stuff, which is if we did get one of the ones, it would be that. It's a few $100s more before you put the $200 on top of that for your remote system. We're going to give it a try. We're going to try to see about getting one of the shut-off things for it. But the guy from Taylor Fence told me, he said it wasn't, he said they didn't feel it was worth the value of their customers paying extra money for something they could go and get the thing off of Amazon or anywhere. You can buy that kind of stuff for a few dollars, for $25 or so. He said they wasn't going to do that. They didn't see the value in putting that in for costing that much money when you can do other alternatives. So that's what they've been doing for years, is in other systems. But we're going to go ahead and unbox this. I think we wound up getting this through, I think it's Valley Farm Supply. I think they're out of Virginia or somewhere over there on the East Coast. Don't confuse them with Valley Vet. It's two different things. Valley Farm Supply is a big electric fence dealer from what I've figured out. I think they're one, I'm guessing one of the bigger Gallagher dealers and stuff. And apparently they deal in this too. I thought it was coming through Valley Vet at first whenever I ordered it. Then I seen, and I finally put together that it was the other place. But we're going to go ahead and open this up. Which you can see it comes with a chart, all their stuff. Which I didn't realize whenever I first was getting this, when they put their acres and joules, it says that's for a 5-strand fence heavy overgrown. Most chargers are showing, 1 or 2 wires overgrown. So we probably could have went with a little bit lower charger. But I'm going to be glad to have the extra for years expanding if we want to do different stuff. He said it wasn't going to hurt nothing. So let's get into this thing. Well, if I can figure out where the hole is. Comes in a nice box. So right away, on the very top, we got a cyclops magnet, electric fence with the Valley Farm Supply, all their information on it. It comes with a thank you card from Valley Farm Supply. Okay, so all the brands they carry: Gallagher, Speedrite, True Test, Patriot, Cyclops, Parmac, Lockjaw, Stay Fix, all kinds of stuff. And they also sent, I believe, what is a sticker. It says, "Without farmers, you would be hungry, naked, and sober." I thought that was pretty funny. May put that on the truck or something. Now let's get into the actual box of this. Here is a pamphlet from Taylor. Tells all their different chargers, about them all. It shows inside diagram. Look like they're built very good. And from a lot of stuff I've been reading and watching, they said that these chargers carry a very good whack when they go. So here we got the instruction manual. And the moment you all been waiting for. Let's get this bad boy out. It comes in a nice red case. Boy, some cats having a fight. It reminds me of a Parmac case, to be quite honest. It's a very heavy unit, but also another thing I've found out is that every charger they make comes in the same box. So if you have troubles, or you can find something somewhere else, you can always use. You can switch stuff around, and every box is the same to work on if you need to rebuild or get parts. So that's usually better for getting extra parts and stuff. And as you can see, it comes with extra fuses for both of the inputs. But from what I found out, they say these are a cheap fuse thing. I've been watching a guy, Fencer Fix Repair, he goes over a lot when I was comparing chargers. He said that these will kind of go out sometimes. That's about the one big flaw in these. He said, but that can be replaced with a better fuse holder. I think it's something you person can do on the farm. You just have to get the right fuse holder, and that old boy, he'll talk to you and walk you through it. I talked to him one day about chargers for about an hour on the phone. Really good guy. He was really knowledgeable, and he was willing to help, even if you didn't use his services and stuff. But it's a good heavy charger. This is, it's the Boss. It's 32 joules, 41 stored joules is the biggest they go. Some of the other brands go bigger, but I guess where they're showing, there's at 5 joules a piece. I mean, at 5 strands, which we won't need no more joules than that, because out at Pops with the cows, it's 400 acres. So, I mean, it's over what we're going to need there, but we should always have enough oomph to power through any problems we get out there. So we're hoping to get it hooked up. Right now, the sheep are just running. Our chargers have been working, which we wasn't that worried about it because we already went through and done most of our stockpiled off. And there wasn't really a whole lot more for the sheep to eat. We're just going to be moving around and probably feeding them some hay. So they've kind of been running wild and free. But I come out last night and we had about 10 lambs on the ground. So we're going to try and at least get them put back into, we got in the sections. We got it put in, there's like 4 runs that run over the hill that we move around and we subdivide off each one. So we're probably for now just going to let them have one at a time, just to keep them closer together and the dogs with them at all times to try and prevent anything happening to lambs. So we ain't got a group on this side of the farm and some on this side, no dogs, and something possibly getting them is why we're going to be going that route. But I've been making feed deliveries and stuff at some different farms. I've seen a few cyclops sitting around in the barns, ticking away. People seem to like them. They said they last good. So we're going to give it a go. And I will let you know what we find out about them. Y'all have a great day.